Mr. Speaker, I am pleased this morning to provide this Honorable House an update on the opportunities to be provided to our fellow Bermudians in the areas of fintech development and regulatory compliance. By now, my honorable colleagues will be aware that the government's movements in the fintech space and the signing of several MOUs with companies that are committed to investing in Bermuda and her people. Mr. Speaker, as Bermuda becomes the first country in the world to have passed regulatory legislation aimed at blockchain technologies, it is critically important to have a Bermudian workforce that is trained and certified in fintech development and regulatory compliance. Hence, you will notice that a core theme in each MOU is the training of Bermudians in blockchain technology and regulatory compliance. Mr. Speaker, as this area of blockchain technology is an emerging one, it is critical we get the training opportunities right. There is a working group consisting of representatives from the Department of Workforce Development, Bermuda College, the Ministry of National Security, and industry partners that has been charged with establishing training opportunities for Bermudians wishing to enter this new sector of our economy. Mr. Speaker, discussions have already begun with various companies who have signed MOUs to establish their training needs, and representatives from one of the organizations will be on island next week for further talks. Other companies will also be visiting the island to discuss their training needs over the next few weeks. Mr. Speaker, this data will be used to determine what training courses will be offered locally, whether through face-to-face or online instruction. The idea is to provide training opportunities that will cover a wide cross-section of our community, from high school students to professionals looking for potential career changes. Mr. Speaker, discussions are also underway with training providers who offer blockchain and compliance training to develop a clear pathway to jobs and careers in this new industry. Training opportunities under consideration include programming, coding, anti-money laundering, know your customer, project management, and compliance. In the coming weeks, public will have the ability to register their interest in these training opportunities via an exclusive link on the Bermuda Job Board. Mr. Speaker, the government has also reopened discussions with the Regulatory Compliance Association about its programs that were stalled in 2017. Two new concentrations, virtual currency and cybersecurity, have been added to the former offerings. Other compliance certifications by other providers are also being considered. Mr. Speaker, we realize that everyone may not be familiar with blockchain or fintech technology. We ensure that the general public has a better understanding of this technology last week. To ensure that the general public has a better understanding of this technology, last week, the Minister of National Security hosted the first town hall meeting entitled Blockchain for Beginners. Additional meetings will be organized to ensure that the general public has an opportunity to learn more about this disruptive technology and how it could impact all of our lives, just as the Internet has. Mr. Speaker, as these new and exciting technologies reach our shores, we must do all that we can to ensure our people are prepared, ready, certified, and qualified to enter this industry. This government has a mandate to deliver jobs to our people and make sure that those who traditionally would have been on the outside looking in are fully engaged with as many opportunities that we can offer them. The future looks bright, and I look forward to providing this Honorable House with further updates as we finalize the restarting of the RCA program and introduce new training and certification programs. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.